Hi, everybody. Okay, that was kind of strange for a second. I tried to make a video and it wouldn't take, so I don't know why. Okay. So, the original title for this was going to be Shocker, but okay, I'll explain it anyway. Okay. So, we have two things going on at the same time. Um, Everyone is finding out that either Finn is Luna's father, and or that Luna was at Bill's house. Okay. So and then the other part is it involves Luna also, but her Poppy, her mom. Okay. So and Poppy was going to meet her sister Lee, and Poppy had no idea what she was in for because she's under the weird delusion that she and her sister are having a sisterly bond now, and we've never been closer. And I'm like, just wait. So, uh, Poppy comes in. Poppy leaves the restaurant, and we got to see Sean Kanan and Kimberly Brown again today. Woohoo! My favorite couple. Um, okay. So then Deacon says, I can't put my finger on it, but there's something about that woman I don't trust. And, Sheila's trying to be supportive of her somewhat and say, well, you don't know. I think she's a nice person. And Deacon says, yeah, but no, whenever I have the feeling that I feel with her, I've learned to not ignore it. And then we part to um, Poppy's meeting with Lee. So Poppy comes in and says, "Oh, hi, good to see you, all positive." And Lee's like, really?" And I'm like, oh man, this is gonna come down. I don't know when the shoe's gonna drop, but the shoe is gonna drop big time. So okay. So then she says, without much warning, you are. I found out that Finn Finn is Luna's father, and we have a shocking moment. Where everything just pauses for a second, and if you're like me, you're like, oh man, oh man. Okay, so Um, but first he says, "Oh, I know where Luna is," because you still have to go with the storyline that Poppy doesn't know that Luna is at Bill's house, right? Because apparently they're not supposed to release that information to anybody, although a lot of people found out. Um, try to figure that one out. Okay, but so Lee starts with, I know where Luna is. She's at Bill's. And so Poppy says, Bill's? Why is she at Bill's? Oh, well, I don't know, but she's there. And then I'm like, okay. So then, um, so then she says, well, Lee says to Poppy, you took advantage of my son. How dare you? I don't care if he's adopted. He's still your nephew, and you're still his aunt. How dare you take advantage of him? So then Poppy says, well, it wasn't like you. I was trying to take advantage of him. It was a mutual thing. I don't care if it was mutual. You're not supposed to do that. I'm like, oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. So then, um, okay. So then we stayed with them for another 2 minutes, and Lee has her hands around Poppy's neck, it looks like she's trying to choke her. I swear to God. I'm like, oh wow. Okay, okay, this is getting bad. This is going bad really quick. Okay, so remember that spot. Okay. Meanwhile, we cut to Luna and and uh, what's her name? Steffi says, "Well, you need to be back in jail. I don't know why you're out." And yada 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 yada. And meanwhile, Taylor and Ridge go, "How dare you, Bill? I can't believe you let her out of the jail and she tried to kill our daughter. And how dare you?" Okay. So then, okay. Steffi, which this is another thing I don't understand. Maybe this happens with rich people. I don't know. But somehow Steffi has the chief of police on speed dial. How's that possible? I don't know. I mean, I understand, like, why can't she be like everyone else and just call 911? But, alright. So, anyway, and the poor guy, I feel bad for the guy because he's trying to have lunch. And he's like, "Chief, whatever." And I'm like, oh, God. So then she's like, "I have a prisoner that you might be interested in." And he's like, "What?" Then when she's okay, when Luna is pleading to not go back to prison, Finn is standing there like, and I'm like, say something, do something. And then Finn says, "Well, you are my daughter. However, you tried to kill or you killed two people, and and you tried to hurt my wife." And I'm like, "Oh God." Okay, so then cut to, like I said, okay, so the chief of police gets there, and you think they're gonna rearrest Luna, right? So then the chief gets another phone call. And then he's like, "Oh, yeah, yeah, okay, what? Really? What?" And then he's like, and then he hangs up the phone. And then he says, "Uncuff her and take the ankle monitor off." And I'm like, sitting there going, oh, oh, wow, okay, she's going to be released. Because if she was still going to be on house arrest, she still needs the ankle monitor, okay? So I'm like, wow. But I'm like, how did that happen? In my head, okay? And he says, "Well, she was pardoned." And I go, "Oh, wow. Okay." So then let's not unpack everything because I already have. But then that leads me to apparently they're going to have more storylines for Luna because if they weren't going to have any more, they just put her back in jail and forget everything else. So this means number one, okay, let's count it off. Number one, she's a free woman. Number two, that means she can come and go as she pleases, right? Number three, that means she can have a relationship with people, have a relationship with her father, if they so choose, both of them. And she could also have a relationship with Remy, Dario, whatever they want to call him. They can have the relationship too. So this opens up a lot of doors for the character of Luna. And I am so happy because I have been waiting for this for a long time. Because when they had her on there in the beginning, I was like, oh, yeah, okay, she's really good. And then they did the whole thing, and I was like, damn, that's not good. So now we have possibilities. So I'm happy. All right. Bye, guys.